Hi everyone, I'm Yasmin Shahira. Welcome to the Female Founded Series podcast. Today's episode is going to be a really interesting one. Now, I want to ask you a question. What if niching down leads you to the biggest opportunities? And that is today's guest that shows it all. She is the co-founder of Chirozone. She is the go-to for pregnant and postpartum moms. And now let's get into the episode. Hi, Joo Yi. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thanks for inviting me to this female-founded series, Yasmin.
Of course. I'm so honored to have you here today. So I want to share with you guys a little bit of a backstory. We grew up together. So me and you, we went to the same school, but she was my senior at that time.
Yeah.
And we go way back. And now we're here together doing the podcast.
Yes, actually, it was how many years back? Okay, actually, I don't want to.
Oh my gosh, don't even, you're going to share our age.
It's okay.
In public, but it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, we go way back. And I just want to share with you guys that she is also my chiropractor. I go to her Chirozone. I go to Chirozone for a lot of the postpartum recovery part of it. So I have like diastasis recti. And then what else? Pelvic
You even brought
issues.
your baby.
I even brought baby Amara there, and she loves it, even though it doesn't show, but she's doing so well with the development because we went to Chirozone. So welcome. Okay, so let's get back to, let's rewind and back to how it all started for you. How did you go into being a chiropractor, and also Chirozone? How did you come up with it, found it, and all that?
So I always knew that I wanted to be in the healthcare industry. So like veterinary or like dentistry, it was on the list already.
Okay, so you have lists of
a list of things that I want to be, because healthcare practitioner, you can either be like a medical practitioner or like a dentist or veterinary. So I was thinking, okay, I want to be a little bit more like special, So veterinary at that point of time, I think it was very special. But the thing is, and then later on, I found out about chiropractic. So 13 years ago, when I first started uni in chiropractic, no one knew what chiropractic was all about. It's not as famous as now. So, but the personal encounter, why I chose to be a chiropractor is because of my grandma. She actually got depression because she was wheelchair bound. So all this while, all her life, she has been very active. But the thing is, she had this slip disc on the neck. But 20 years back, the surgery that was done, they removed the disc that was slipped and then replaced it with like a part of the hip bone.
Okay.
To put it. So her slip disc was much better after the surgery, but she couldn't walk for like 2-3 months because the wound at the hip area, it didn't heal well at all. So later on, only we found out it was actually a medical malpractice.
Right.
So she was the victim of like the medical malpractice, and we found out what the gauze, the gauze, it was still left inside of the hip. So she couldn't walk, and after that, even after maybe the rehab at the point of time, it was not so advanced yet. So I thought to myself hey, I mean, if we know how to treat these cases earlier on, she wouldn't end up in the wheelchair, and she wouldn't, have a lot of self-blame or like feeling depressed. And at one point, I remember she asked all of us to go to the second floor, and she said she just wants to be alone. And then we found out that she ended up drinking Clorox because she really wanted to take her life. Right. She really wanted to end her life. So I said okay, you know what? I think chiropractic is a new thing in Malaysia. It's gonna be. So I think this profession can help a lot of people. So yeah, that's how I ended up, studying chiropractic.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it took you years of studies.
Yeah. It was like a 4 years degree, and then after that I pursue further into prenatal and postpartum.
That's a beautiful story. I love that. Now, I'm sure starting anything when it comes to healthcare, anything that you do, whether it's chiropractor or anything like that, I'm sure it's hard. It's not easy, right? It takes years and years and years of study and then practice, constant studying.
Yeah.
So for you, what were some of the oh my God, what did I get myself into moments of okay, is this really what I want to do? And like, I know it's not easy because I know that when it comes to healthcare, you need to have a lot of passion in order to keep on going, right?
Yes, exactly.
So do you have that moment like, oh my God, what did I get myself into?
Okay, being a chiropractor, I've always loved it. You know, because I really love to see people improve with care, and if it doesn't, then I will enjoy, you know, the times where I brainstorm and like, you know, come up with a different kind of treatment methods to help them get better. So that's okay. But like being a founder, then yes, there were a lot of challenging times, especially because when we founded Chirozone back in 2021 January, so it was during COVID years. And then after opening for like 5 months, and then it was like the Delta variant thing. I think, So that period we had to close for 2 months. After operating for only 5 months, we had to close for 2 months. And at that point of time, I was like, oh my goodness, like what are we gonna do with this? Because I threw in my entire savings into this. I didn't get any proper funding from my parents or like relatives, none of them. So I was like, oh my goodness, so is there anything that I can do? But I know that I really love, you know, shooting videos and stuff like that. So I spend those time, you know, really script writing, doing some videos and content and doing marketing. But then, after COVID, I think things started picking up, and I just tell myself I just have to keep going, no matter what.
How did you keep on going? Because it's not easy. Like even you tell yourself, okay, you gotta keep on going. But like I'm sure there's like a big why within you, right? Because it's not easy. Like during COVID, the period, right? It's like very uncertain, especially anyone who has like a clinic or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's like very cautious with everything. So like, what made you like? What's your big why to keep on going at that time?
Good question, because I've already I threw everything in, you know, like my entire savings. So I had no I have nothing else to lose. I don't have another option. So actually before opening Chirozone, I got an offer to go Shanghai for a chiropractic career as well. Definitely a very good offer. So when it was very difficult during the difficult times, I was like, oh my goodness, why am I doing this to myself? Like, why did I choose to open up a clinic when there's like involving a lot of costs, and then like, you know, headaches with like management, marketing, and all these things. So, but I told myself it's okay. I give myself a period of time first, and I feel like because I already had employees, I don't want to let them down. And I really want to do my best to really keep the team survive, and not just survive. I really want to thrive and, you know, empower them so that I can also provide the things that they need for their life, to carry on their life, and also to empower them to, you know, treat our patients well so that they get well. Like generally, I just want Chirozone family to be able to participate in everybody's life, to give them the pain-free life that they deserve.
Amazing. Yeah. Now, I want to talk about the power of niching down, because I know that you do it really, really well, right? And because you serve moms, you serve pregnant moms, postpartum moms, and even kids now, right? Babies and kids. Like, I want to know why, for you, right? Why was it so important for you to really zoom in on a specific like group of women and babies and kids? And why prenatal and postpartum at that point?
Okay, so because I was working in a chiropractic center previously before Chirozone family, so I started seeing, because I was practicing in Bangsa area, there was a lot of expats. They were pregnant at that point of time, and they already knew they are aware that chiropractic can help them feel better during pregnancy. So they came to us. They came to me, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know, I am not experienced in treating pregnant moms. I have zero knowledge about this. So at the same time, I want to let them feel better, but I was also very scared that I will hurt the little one inside. So I told myself, okay, you know what? I think I want to research more about this. And that's how I got to know about this Webster certification. That was just like the foundation start to pregnancy chiropractic. And then also because my best friend, I think I really have to thank my best friend, because she was the one who nudged me. She's also a chiropractor, practicing in Shanghai now. So she said, hey, Joo Yi, I am thinking of getting this certification. Do you want to go to the States together? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, So after getting the certification, so I feel like, okay, it opened up my eyes to the world of pregnancy chiropractic, but then it was not enough. So at the point of time, I was the only female chiropractor that is Webster-certified in the entire Klang Valley. So when I treated the pregnant moms with just this like foundation skills, I felt like, okay, I think I'm still missing a lot of pieces. And I said, no matter what, I really want to do this well. And I see the gap that we have to fill in. Because in Malaysia, at the point of time, a lot of pregnant moms and postpartum moms, I see them suffer, but they have nowhere to go to. They needed care because they are the foundation of the family. So I said, okay, you know what? Let me go deeper into this. Okay, let me go and get other certifications as well in order to really, niche down.
Amazing.
And yeah, to be honest, in the beginning, I didn't know that this niching down will help us grow to where we are today. But I guess it was really fully like passion. I really want to treat pregnant moms well, and I'm very, very happy seeing them, achieving their birth goals, getting a very good postpartum recovery. And I feel like it's the passion that really drives me forward.
Amazing. Yeah. So it wasn't really like strategically done.
No.
It was more of like accidentally like, okay, someone like a pregnant mom come to you and be like, I need help.
Yes.
And then like, you're like, you know what? I really want to help.
Yes.
And then you get yourself certified and everything like that, and really, really like research through everything.
Yes.
And understand exactly what you were doing at that point, right? Now, in a business perspective, because you have done that niching down part of it already, what contributed to the business?
Okay, during the first year of because it was very new. Like prenatal chiropractic, postpartum chiropractic is very new.
Yeah, no one knew about it, right?
No one knew about it. And a lot of people, they were very scared and they were very afraid. Like, oh, is this going to harm my baby? Is this really safe? Is this really going to help me achieve my birth goals?
Because especially when like pregnant moms, we are very, very careful with every single thing that you do.
Yes.
There are times when people say like, oh, don't work out, don't do this, don't do that. Like there's so many things, right? And so that like pregnant moms, they are very careful. So like because you position yourself in a way that like you are the go-to.
Yes.
I feel that is such a big like opportunity in terms of business-wise.
Okay, I would say I'm very lucky because being the pioneer, you have the unlucky moments also. You have the lucky moments as well also. So you share the ups and downs. So the ups is because you are the first one. So that's why you have the upper hand to show this to the world, like to create the awareness. Hey, like, there's something new here. It's a new service that we want to introduce to the public, to pregnant and postpartum moms especially. So there is a lot more awareness that we need to provide to the public, telling them, hey, this is this. We can help with this. And then is this something that, you would like to try? So there was a lot of awareness being done in the beginning. But the downside was there's no other people who can provide more knowledge or sharing insights with you because you're the first one, right? Like as in like you're the first one in Klang Valley. So even if you are faced or even if you're encountering a certain difficult case, you have no one to turn to. So the only people that you can get is like the people overseas, like in the States or in Singapore, for example. And it was very expensive because I signed up for like a private one-on-one kind of thing. It was very, very expensive. But today, when I look back at it, I am very proud that I signed up for it because it really just opened up my eyes to the world and of pregnancy. And I feel like the power of niching down, it just came to me like it's like lucky, I wouldn't say I really strategically go and do this. Yes, I do feel like there's a gap in the market that I have to fill, but I am also very blessed. So like the ups is definitely because if you're the first one to do it, the awareness is there, and people will definitely come to you because of they see your passion. Okay, because I market myself also with a lot of testimonials. Yeah. So really a lot of moms, they really felt much better with their pains, and then they get very good birth and recovery also. Like their birth goals, they manage to achieve it. So sometimes we will post testimonials like this, and like that draws a lot of attention and trust.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, I really think that niching down creates a lot of trust and a lot more credibility in terms of what exactly you're doing. Because like, I think when it comes to business, right, like at the end of the day, it's like you always want to go to someone or a company or brand that is specialized in a specific thing, right? And you guys did it so well. Amazing.
We're still learning. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about challenges in your business. I'm sure building a business is not easy and there are a lot of challenges. Let's talk about that. What are the challenges that you've dealt with in terms of building the business, and also how did you yourself as the co-founder of the brand Chirozone like have the courage to just keep on going, keep on finding solutions, and like make sure that everything is doing great and moving forward in terms of business?
I would say once you're a business owner, you really have no other choice because you have a team that you want to constantly empower and inspire. So the founder is the foundation of everything, the foundation of the company. So obviously there were very, very challenging times. I would say it's more towards, like for me personally, I feel like maybe management is my weakness. And I feel like sometimes like the operation stuff is really not something that I really like to look into. So lately I've been learning more about that. I feel like the art of delegating is everything. You cannot put everything on your shoulders because I'm also a practitioner, but at the same time, I'm also a business owner. I want to be good in both. Yes, it's possible, but you cannot spread yourself too thin until a point where you can't,
You just burn out.
Yeah, you just burn out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed about that, like, because you are doing both. Like, putting on the chiropractor hat, and then after that, you're putting on the business owner hat.
Yes.
Like, how do you balance between that?
To be honest, I really enjoy treating patients, so that is not a difficult, issue for me. Okay, for business, I think, like what I mentioned just now, if I realize that I'm not good at something like management or like operations or something, so I will always speak to someone who has better insights, and then like with proper guidance, and then we will think, okay, from here, how do we scale better so that I can keep my hands a bit more free to do the things that I am good at, and then I will pass the other projects to the people in my team that can perform well in that field. So by doing this, we will be able to empower them also to magnify their strengths. Yeah, so they feel appreciated and they feel empowered as well. Like they feel very happy working.
Agree.
Yeah.
So you started doing everything on your own, and then when you started to hire people, hire your team members, was it hard for you to kind of like let go slowly in terms of delegating, or was it like, yes, go for it?
Oh, definitely. Oh, okay. I would say I'm a person who likes to be in control for everything. So the art of delegating didn't come naturally to me. It was just until I think like every season I try to learn bit by bit on how to let go on certain stuffs and to fully trust that my team can handle it. Yeah, because I feel like some of my team members, they are just so talented in the things that so sometimes when they give me like solutions or like, when we meet challenges, when they give the solutions, I was like, oh my goodness, how come you're so smart? I haven't thought of it before. So I feel like my team members, they are able to teach me a lot of things. That is how I slowly learn how to let go and like just entrust them. Yeah.
Amazing. So the art of delegating, how do you recommend it, right?
Yes,
as a
highly
founder.
recommended.
So you're in business, and you're also being in like the service part of it, right? Both of it. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's also tiring, especially if you have like a really busy period. I'm sure you have, right? So for you, how do you take care of your own self? Like you're taking care of other people, your patients and like your team members.
Yeah.
But what about you as the founder? How do you take care of your well-being?
Okay, so I constantly attend like seminars, whether it's chiropractic related or like personal growth related. I always believe in like learning because staying stagnant is just not me. I can't stay stagnant and like, not have new input. So that will really give me like a burnout. I burn out is because I don't have new input. So I constantly seek for growth. Okay, and especially lately I just joined like a retreat because I felt a little bit lost earlier this year, but I'm much better now. So I felt like sometimes to take a pause, it's also to speed up. Like you in life sometimes you just keep go, but you never really take a pause to look at the things surrounding.
100% agree.
Yeah, what needs to be fixed, what's lacking and what can you work towards achieving in the future. So I felt like, the retreat. So sometimes I attend like, sound healing, retreat. It really helped me to slow down and to rethink and visualize and manifest what I want in the future. Yeah.
Amazing. So wellness is a huge part of you as the founder?
Yes, definitely. So it's not just physical wellness. I believe mental wellness is also a big thing now. And every entrepreneur will definitely need this.
Yeah, and like that, I really admire that about you because I've been observing you, right? Because I noticed that you're always like seeking for growth, seeking for new things to learn. It's always constantly like upgrading things, whether taking a pause, stepping back and looking at the bigger picture, or actually attending and like investing in all this like seminars and all these retreats in order to really, really upgrade something that you were kind of like wanting to learn and upgrade, right? I love that about you. So this part of you, within you, this value that you hold on growth and always constantly learning, where does it come from?
I don't know. I think it's just me because I feel guilty to be lazy, to be honest. Yeah. So it's either I am planning for the next move, planning for the future growth, or I am taking a pause to reevaluate. Okay, what is next? Yeah.
Amazing. Now, I think because like for me, right, I've noticed a lot of founders that I kind of like mingle around with. They are always like seeking for growth. They're always seeking to learn things. And I think this is a type of like kind of like a character or a habit that you hold within you that has been in a really long time already.
Yeah.
And I love that about you. Now, I want to talk about leadership now. Because you're not just running a clinic anymore, right? Because you're building a brand. Chirozone is a brand. You are building a team that is amazing in what they do. And you are also becoming the go-to name in your specific market, right? You have like this kind of like standards to uphold, right? Because you are the pioneer. Now, you must have done something right when it comes to leadership. So for you, what does leadership look like for you at this stage in your journey in terms of building the business?
Leadership. I feel like putting the right people at the right sector, I would call it. Yeah. Will really keep the company going, and not just going. It will build the company to a different level. So you need to identify. So for me, I feel like leadership is identifying each of their strengths and then put them into the place where they can shine and grow. Yeah, and to empower them from there. But of course, sometimes it's easier said than done, because I'm the kind of leader where I feel like I like to be in control,
Right.
So, but sometimes the thing is, my team, they are more advanced than me in a lot of things. So that's how I learned, being a leader doesn't mean like you have to do everything by yourself. You have to let go to the people who can do the things much better than you and entrust them fully. And then you will be able to see the results.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. And it's not as easy as like being said, right? It's like constantly like
let go,
letting
trust.
go. Yeah, and trusting.
Let go, trust.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a few more questions before we leave. But I really want to know because, like, I'm sure this is one mantra or some type of mindset shift you have to stay grounded, whether it's in business or being the best version of yourself through wellness. What is that one mantra for you that you hold, or perhaps a mindset shift?
So I always believe in manifestation and also visualization. Yeah, so during tough times, I will, obviously, I will take some time to settle in. And then I will always remind myself, like, okay, this is just a period. And then, like, the better things are definitely coming. Even though at that point of time, a lot of us will feel very lost. Oh, I mean, how long are we going to be stuck here or whatever? But yeah, just give yourself a period of time to just grieve over it, set a timeline, and then after that, visualize and manifest what do you want in the future. Because I always believe, like, visualizing your future, visualizing your growth or whatever, it will really come true. And then, like, write it down. Like, write down, like, what do you want?
So what are the steps that you do when it comes to, like, manifestation on, like, specific thing that you want that actually came through up to this date? What are the steps that you did? Like, can you share with us your secrets?
Oh, okay. Okay, sometimes what I'll do is I will picture, okay, what I want to achieve, and I already see it coming true. Yeah, in my visuals. And then sometimes if I want it bad enough, I'll write it down. Okay, this is where I am. I just do some journaling and stuff like that. So I feel like journaling do help us to picture things clearer. Instead of just, sitting there, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm very depressed. I used to be like that. Yeah, but that's not really helping me to grow. Yeah, so, these are the steps. I mean, simple steps, just like picture what you want. And then write it down and keep repeating it.
Do you do it every day?
Not every day, but sometimes when I feel like, okay, I think I need a little bit of energy boost, and then I'll do it.
Amazing. Okay. So I always ask this question for anyone that comes on here, the Female Founded Series podcast. And that is, what is that one advice that you have for young female entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs who kind of like relate to you right now and want to follow your footsteps in terms of building a successful business, just like yourself?
I would say first, you have to be very passionate in what you're doing. I am very passionate in treating patients, which I feel like it's one of the things that really kept me going until today. So that is a big thing. And then second, get a clear picture on your why. That will carry you through tough times, because you have to know, okay, why did I start this? Why do I want to do this? Is it to help people, or is it to just look good on papers? I think that's a huge difference. So you have to know and go back to your why. And third, surround yourself with the right people. Yeah, always surround yourself with people who can help you to grow, people who is always more ahead or advanced than you, so that you can learn from them and then like improvise it into your business. Yeah. And finally, take care of yourself. So I feel like, oh my God, being an entrepreneur, regardless, especially mom entrepreneur. Oh my God, I really salute mom entrepreneurs. I don't know how they do it, because I'm not a mom yet. But even being an entrepreneur now, I feel like our physical health, our mental health, it plays a big role, because you are the foundation of everything. So at one point, because of like stress or anything like this, I think it was the main source of my eczema. It was very bad, and it took a toll on my health. So the itchiness and everything, I really couldn't work for like 2 months. So I was on like 6 months steroids, and it didn't help. And I started doing like wellness stuffs, sound healing, eating clean, Chinese medicine, doing chiropractic adjustment, all of these to heal it. So after that incident, I feel like, oh my goodness, wellness is very important for all like entrepreneurs. Yeah, so take care of you first, so that your business will thrive and grow.
Amazing. Wow, I love this episode. Thank you so much, Joo Yi, for being here with us.
Thank you, Yasmin.
Yeah, I want to listen back to this podcast because I want to write every single thing down in my notebook. But thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Now, I hope this episode with Joo Yi inspired you in so many ways because it really did. And yeah, it makes you embrace your niche as a female founder or maybe lean into something that lights you up within and also never stop growing because that's what Joo Yi represent the whole time in this episode. Now, as always, thank you so much for listening to the Female Founded Series podcast. I really appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, I'll see you then.